Okay, we're going to tie a size 14 Hendrickson bead-headed wet fly. Going to start out get the bead head. Place the bead on the hook. Place the hook on the vise. We're going to use a olive silk thread. Wrap that down the body, the full length of the body. And cut that off. Wrap a little more to the end. We're going to grab some tail section. Grab that tail from a partridge feather. We're going to place the tails. You want the tails to be about 1.5 times the length of the hook itself. Now we've got the tails on there. We're going to cut off the excess, leave a little on there for the body. Next, we're going to tie in the ribbing, which is a gold tinsel or metal ribbing. We'll wrap that a few times. Then we'll use some Hendrickson colored fur or dubbing. Some people like to put a little bit of saliva on the dubbing just to get it to kind of mat down onto the thread. I'm going to slide that up to the hook surface and then wrap it on. You see we're leaving some hair or some feather fibers on there. We're going to need a little more to create a natural taper to the body. So it's tapered at the tail and gets a little bigger. Towards the head. So we've got our body there. And we're going to use our whip finisher to make a few knots, just so the thread doesn't unravel. Place the thread off to the side, or we can even put it on the bobbin holder, which is kind of nice. We're going to grab the ribbing and just twist or turn the entire hook, and that makes it a lot easier to do our ribbing. Once we get to the end of that fur body that we did, we can then wrap. And this is the reason why I put the knots on there, so that this doesn't unravel on me when I'm trying to get it back in position. I'm going to wrap that down. 3 wraps should be good. Pull that tight, and then just kind of wiggle this back and forth, this metal. It will snap off so that it doesn't leave a, and just wrap it a few more times to make sure that it's on there. We don't want to leave a big nub of metal sticking out. Next is we're going to put the wing case, or wings, not wing case but wings, in. So again, that's about 1.5 times the length of the body. And this represents the wings that are just forming. That's a little long, so I'll pull it back a little. And then wrap it a few times. Snip that off. And we can take our this is called a hackle, and this is used for the legs at the top of the body. These are nice and stiff, and you can see they're going to create they have a nice separation between the fibers, which creates the leg look. So I'm going to kind of stick that in the, oops, don't want to fold over the wings. I stick that in the head, the hollow part of the head of the beadhead. And I like to just knot it a couple of times. Each time I put the thread down, I like to put a knot or two, just so I can safely put the bobbin off to the side and not worry about it unraveling. Now we're going to wrap this around. We start that again. So we start up by the wing case, or the wings, and wrap our way towards the front. Oops. And see, it's a good thing I made those knots, because it doesn't matter. And then I'm going to wrap this around that hackle fiber. Once I've wrapped it a few times, I can snip it. Wrap it a few more times. And then I finish it off with a whip finish. Every time I wrap this creates a knot. And I like to do it twice, just to make sure the head of the fly is nice and secure. And that's it. Fly is finished. We have a Hendrickson wet fly. Thank you.